welcome to this very interesting and very exciting new Business Talk Live. I welcome you on this Tuesday, the 24th of November. And today I'm talking about a very evident topic about the connection between emotional intelligence and financial intelligence, because finances and financial intelligence, most women don't talk about. And even if men talk about it, they don't have really the connection to how do I influence my financial success and how can I secure my financial success. So I welcome you to a very exciting topic about the intelligences cope with financial intelligence. So first of all, I want to introduce to you 6 intelligences that we have. We have one that is called the personality intelligence. This is the one we all need. It's all the decisions we are taking. It's everything we do in personality. That's our personality intelligence. And don't forget, all those intelligences, we can raise our skill. We can become better every day if we train them. It's like in everything in life. So the second one is the sales intelligence. It's something that we all need. We start when you're a little baby, just smiling at our parents, and they love us. So this is the first sales pitch we have. We don't talk about that normally, but it's part of the third intelligence. It's the emotional intelligence. This is the most evident we need. And if we go through school, through regular schools, this is mostly what is lacking. The fourth intelligence is the AI, the artificial intelligence. It's the one that we can use to support us with whatever we do. If you go to Google search, it's very easy. You'll find the help of artificial intelligence or AI. And then we have a business intelligence. If you're in business, this is something very evident that we need to really build up our successful business. And we need the sixth one, the spiritual intelligence. Those 6, they all belong to us. And the more we train them, the better we get in whatever we do. It's private, it's in our job, it's in our business, it's wherever we are. Those 6 intelligences, I'm not getting into it more, but it's a very evident one I want to pick out. And this is the emotional intelligence. You know, it's like if somebody's a student today, it goes like analyze, paralyze. It means all the details they know. They are trained since little kids that they don't make mistakes. And if they make mistakes, they think they fail. And their feelings is that they're failing. So we have 2 trigger points why we are getting away from everything. And one of them is going away from a problem or for something that hurts. And the other one is reaching a goal. So most people at the moment with COVID-19, they are fleeing away from the problem of COVID. And most of the people don't see that there is success in the future, that they can reach a certain goal. And it has a lot to do with emotional intelligence. And why is this coped with our financial intelligence? And this is the key point for today's Business Talk Live, because what we think, we feel. What we feel, we put in words. What we put in words, we put in actions. What we put in actions will show us results. And what shows us results will form our character and will bring us our fate. So we really have to know that this emotional intelligence, engaging with people, connecting with others, and being in a social environment, this is one of the most evident we have. I would call it the basis of everything we do, because this is really also connected to our finances. So let's get on with the financial side. Maybe you've heard of Robert Kiyosaki, and this is the key I want to talk about how you believe your finances are. Are you financially independent? Do you think you need more money, or do you make money enough to really have a good life, have the life that you're dreaming of? You don't need the formal education. And I know what I'm talking about, because you don't learn at school how to really put your finances in place. we don't talk about money. This is something that the whole economy is not talking. We need it. We need it urgently. And if money gets tough, and if we don't have enough, we know that money is one of the basic needs we have, because then if we don't have enough, we're not able to buy something, we are not able to go out, we are not able to build our dreams, we are not able to look for our family and friends. So finances are the real key point to our emotional balance, if to say. So, and as I said before, we have learned at school that we are not allowed to fail. But if we want to change something in our lives, we have to get out of the comfort zone and we have to learn something new. And every time we go out of the comfort zone, as it says itself, it's the comfort that we are leaving. And that means we go out and we test something new. And since we are trained since little kid, you're not allowed to make any mistake. As soon as we see that the efforts we take, that the actions we take, that everything we try new is not successful, or something says, hey, Dody, what are you doing? What are you doing today? Or why do you test that? Or why is it not like it was before? Because your environment is still in their own comfort zone, and in their own comfort zone, they know you as you are, not as a changed person. So leaving the comfort zone is always uncomfortable. It's so easy said, but it's really like that. So, learning how to make mistakes and not call them mistakes, call them learning. We have to get out of the comfort zone and look out in the world. There are so many people, successful, also financial successful people. Just to name you one, Thomas Edison, General Electric. He did over 1,048 tries. He tested 1,048 tests to become the one who found out how the light bulb works, how this electricity works to have light. And if you can say, it was learning. Every time he did a mistake in our environmental name, every time he tested something, he learned what was going wrong and he proceeded. It took him years to come where he got at the end, to become really the General Electric man. And really, it is like we have to learn to go out to just try and test something new and make mistakes, and not feeling like this is a mistake, feeling like this is a learning. And that's where the emotion comes in, because if we feel bad about it, we're, as I said before, we are thinking different thoughts. We are having different results. If we don't feel good about something, we have different results. And I could write over here, I could write finances, because finances is really this, what we have a problem with. The finances to become unsuccessful with what we test, going out of the comfort zone. Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, Bill Gates, Ted Turner, CNN, all those people, they didn't finish school, but they became successful because their mindset was the right mindset. And they took every step they went as a learning process. Sometimes it was successful, most of the time it wasn't. So if we are going out and talking about finances, we have to be aware that we have to change something. And first, we reflect on what we have. So getting back to Robert Kiyosaki, he has written many theses. He has written many, many books. I just brought one with me because this is a topic we are talking about today. It's the cash flow quadrant. And the cash flow quadrant is one of his best-selling books. Maybe you know him from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He was doing that book as first, and it was a bestseller, and it still is. It's one of the top-selling books about finances. And I want to go a little bit into that. He had, by the way, he had also talking about the cash flow quadrant, has been talking about investing. He has a book about Rich Kid, Smart Kid. He has a book called Retire Young, Retire Rich. It's always the opposite of one. It's, if you learn some skills, you're changing. If you're changing, you get the results you want. And it has to do with your emotional intelligence, and it has to do with your finances. the Rich Dad Prophecy he was talking about, and he was also writing a book about success stories. This is a very interesting one. We're not talking about Napoleon Hill and all those. We're talking about people who have really been successful in what they did. And for me, this is always interesting to read biographies, read about people who did what I want to reach. And if I see what they did, I can, and there we get back to the comfort zone, I can tell myself, listen, you test it now for you, and either it works or it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, test something else and test it over and over again. And you will not come around being successful if you go this kind of way. So Robert Kiyosaki, he was inventing or is the inventor of our cash flow quadrant. And the first thing I want to show you is, that's why I have this cross here. If you're an employee, you're somebody who is changing time against money. That means you're giving away your time to get money. You are employed, you are depending on your job, and in today's time, this is really something that is evident, that we can rely on our employer, that he keeps us. So many people today are without job, they lost their jobs. The statistics are not out yet. So this is really something evident for us to know. We have so many people who have short works, who have cut hours, who are not in an employment situation. They're reaching out for jobs, everything they get. They think they have to become an employer, and that brings them security. But the latest 2020, everybody knows that employment is not the secure way anymore. And Robert Kiyosaki, he was talking about that since years. So go and catch that book. Get that book for yourself. I can write the link in the comments below, and go and get that book and read it and study it and inhale it, because this is really the basics of how you can change your mindset. Because if you find yourself as an employee, you're thinking, you're acting, everything you do is like an employee. This is good. Economy needs a lot of employed people, because then we know that we have a basis for everything running. So that means if you have a job, you get your money. If you have no job, you have no money. The second one is the self-employed. The self-employed, that's when you have a certain expertise as a coach, as a butcher, as a bakery, as whatever, or a restaurant owner, and you hustle behind your clients. Latest 2020, you know that being self-employed is not everything. You have an expertise. Maybe you were employed, and now you start being a self-employed. And many experts do that. They think, I've been employed for so many years, now I become self-employed. But don't forget that you need a certain skill, that you need marketing, sales, communication, finding prospects or finding customers or finding clients, whatever it is. You have to go out and find those people. So the self-employed is the one who it depends on the customers. So if you have a high paid offer for the market, and you're self-employed, if your customers don't have the money anymore because we have a lot of unemployment, you don't have customers and you have a problem. That's what happens right now in that economy. So many small and medium-sized businesses are leaving that beautiful planet because they don't have enough money anymore, because their clients are not coming. Because if, for example, they have a restaurant, they close the restaurant, and then they have nobody coming to eat, and they don't have any income. And this is horrible for every self-employed. If you're going out and you have to change anything, or if you're a self-employed meeting people one-on-one or one-on groups, if you're a trainer on the stage and you go out and you talk to people on stage, and now everything is closed and you're not allowed to meet more than 50 people in one place, or even less, depending on the country we are talking about. So if we have this situation, you don't have a net, you don't have anything. If you are not successful, and I'm talking about financially successful with your actions, the reaction of the market is that you don't have enough money. So if you have no customers or no clients, you have no money. Here I said no job, no money. Here I say no customers or clients, no money. So you have here, you have your own business. Now, most people fail really to manage their own finances because they did not learn anything at school about money. This is not what we learn. Sometimes in the upper classes, we have banks who come and teach us about saving, but they have their own interest in teaching that. We are not learning in our schools what we have to have as a competence. And you know, all those I was mentioning before, those 5 men, there are a lot of women like many others who are very successful. I didn't name them now I realize that, but there are a lot of people really successful in finances, and most of them, they switched from the side A to the side B. I call this side A, it's the dependent side, to the independent side, to the side where you can become free. So the shift they made, they became business owners. Being a business owner and a big business owner is something that you are really relying on other people. You have employed people, you have employees, or you have a good freelancers. I'm working only since years with freelancers, and I have very good experience with that. So whatever you work with, but if you shift from this A side to the independent side, this is dependent side, because here you depend on your customers, your clients. You can also make a D, because here you depend, even if you're not an employee. If you're a business owner, you depend on your clients and your customers. So the shift to the big business is really something that most of us are not ever doing it. You know, the big company, the game changers in the world, they are in this kind of big business, and they have their organizations. They have, this is the big business. And this brings people who work for you, spending their time, and you are gaining money. This is the difference between self-employed. If you have, if you're a coach or something like that, or if you have a small enterprise and you have employed people, you are responsible to really have the clients, the customers, to pay for their for them. And if you have a big business, you're also responsible. But you have big and many people working for you, and a share of their time is going into your pocket, and you are financing your very big business. That is, you have a system that works for you. And we have today, in today's time, you know that I'm an affiliate marketer, and in today's time, we really have some solutions, not for the ones who are really building like big businesses like Apple or like Nestle or all those big companies, whatever it is. We have also other solutions like affiliate marketing, like network marketing, like freelancing. But in this time of the we have now, this is also very difficult to be a freelancer. It's more in this section here, in that depending on customers, depending on demand, depending on others. Here you have a very big business brought up very bright. That means you have a lot of income streams coming. And if you are not a big business owner yet, if you're not a self-employed yet, if you're still unemployed, you can shift to this side with a very good system. If you have a system that works, if you have people who support you with that system to learn how to get out of the dependent side to the independent side. And the fourth is the investor. And the investor is the one who is investing. The investor that's when the money works for you. Do you see the difference? Here we have the one who is the time you shared your time, you get paid for that as an employee. Here we have, you are working with your clients and you get your money as you work. And here we have big business, you have a system that works for you. You have a whole, system that works for you. And here you are investing, your money works for you. And it doesn't mean that you have to start with a lot of money. It's just that you have to decide where you want to stand. You have to decide where you want to be. If you're an employee, you can start investing. You don't need a lot of money. It's not evident that you have a lot of money. It's easier, yes, sure, but you don't have to start with a lot of money. But start taking care of finances your own. Become responsible for your finances. Don't wait until somebody or the state or whatever it is, your banks, that is no idea at all. If your banks or somebody's caring for you, so don't wait for somebody else to take responsibility. Become responsible yourself and be there and think about how you can become an investor. We have easy ways to invest today. In our business, we have a lot of employees who are securing their money now with minting contracts. So if you want to secure your money and take it out of the bank, that's a recommendation. You can become an investor, and then you save other money and you save more money because every investment is getting paid for the investment. For example, if you have a house and you rent it out, you have a certain amount, maybe 5, maybe 7.5, maybe 4% of profit. So you invest a certain amount of money and then you get the profit out. So whatever you have, if it's real estate, if it's funds or whatever, in today's time, nothing is secure anymore. But the bank is the one that we have experienced a lot of troubles in the last couple of months. We had, for example, some of the countries who just closed down the bank, so you're not able to get your money anymore. Or we have others, they limited the money you can get out of the bank for a month. So take responsibility and start looking around how you can invest your money. If it's not you to buy a house, because this is mostly very evident and very expensive, and in today's time, it's really the question where to invest it in a house, because the economy is going down. And if economy goes down, we have a lot of people who are losing their houses and house pricing are dumping. So it's not really a good idea. And so find other ways. That's why we have the minting contracts that you can really invest and be secure for 10 months to have your money safe. And then for another 10 years to become the interest on your investment you do today. If you're interested in that, just get back to me, because it's really something that we have to learn. We have to learn to become self-employed. We have to learn to become big business owners, that we have the capacity to have a system that works for us, to be sure that we have something in hand that secures our money. And if we have the right faces and the right possibilities to invest, to be sure, or to connect with people who know how to do that, this is something very evident. So Robert Kiyosaki already said that years ago, that we have to have this shift for going from this dependent to the independent. You can also say going from active income to passive income. And this side, you work for money, and on this side, people and money works for you. So we have two very easy ways with no money to really start, and this is affiliate marketing and network marketing. And we are working with affiliate market because it's easy, it's fast, and you are recommending something, and we learn it in the ABC Academy. So nobody is alone, and we do that together so that you have the possibility to become a real big business owner, to build up an immense business and really help yourself, your family, and your future to be financially secure. And then we have investment possibilities where you easily can invest your money to really let your money work for you. And this is something that we really have to have. We are heading into an area of great financial turmoil. It's not only me that says that. All the people who are concerned about the economy, concerned about the development, concerned about everything that goes around us. It's really the financial storms that lie ahead will test all of us, me included. So we have to secure our lives, our savings, our financial basics, to really have something in hand that if the storm is coming, and the storm is coming, it's not over yet. If that is coming, that everything we did until now, everything we worked for now, everything we built up for now is safe and secure, and that you can choose where to live, how to live, and not let others tell you how you can do it or what you cannot do. So, are you prepared to handle the financial storms? And I don't want to make you afraid, because being afraid gets you out of the game. So stay strong. Think about where you want to be in the next couple of weeks, months to come, and start acting now. It's the time now. We don't know what is tomorrow. We have the big shift to from analog, I call it like that, currency, like the fiat currency we know, euro, dollar, whatever it is, 𝗵𝗁, whatever we have here, to digital currency. And Europe already announced that last week. It's official since May this week, but officially really announced it was by Christine Lagarde last week. So we have this shift, and go and Google it and see how much worth your money in your bank account is. And then start really fast thinking about how can you secure the hard-earned money you have, if you have some left. And if you don't, act now. Don't let the stream takes you with them. Just step out of the mainstream, step out and act now, and become um, self um, self-aware of what your personal goals and needs and dreams are, and secure your future, because the future will be very bright for those who are preparing today. And I'm really talking today. Unfortunately, the future may be very grim for those who are waiting for the good old days of the past to return. They will not come back. I'm sure they will not come back, and I'm not the only one telling you that. So think about what you want to change it today, take a decision, step out, be bold, be brave, and really step out of the comfort zone and let yourself be helped by professionals, by experts, how you can shift to the big business, how you can shift to become an investor. And it doesn't need a lot of money. It just needs the right system, the right education, the right skills, everything we don't learn at school, and the right people to surround yourself. And if you find a community, like we have the All-Stars Business Club, we're an international community, and we are even a bigger community around the globe in all the countries there are. And we are supporting each other's with our personal abilities we have. So why don't you join something like that, become an affiliate, secure your money, and get out of the comfort zone and find out how you can become strong on this eyesight, on this passive income side, that you secure your future. You know, I want to stop with a quote, or close with a quote from Robert Kiyosaki. Said, my rich dad always said, you can never be really free without also being financially free. And latest now, we all know that if we don't have enough money at the end of the month, or even at the end of the week, and we have this, we have millions of people on this beautiful planet that don't have enough money at the end of the week. Freedom, he says, may be free, but it has a price. Or, and if you are ready to work for that price, do it now. So I wish you really to think about those four quadrants, how Kiyosaki calls them. Read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, get involved, and become secure financially, emotionally stable, and financially secure. I wish you a very good week. I see you next week on Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. And I'm talking about the next topic. Today it was financial freedom, and this is not a Mare, this is really something that exists. And you can do it. If I can do it, everybody can do it. So have a good week. Have good thoughts. Be brave. Be strong. Keep safe. All the best to you.